This is a segment from the 6JustRPG.com podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to check out the SoundCloud link to the full podcast in the video description below. Also, make sure to check out our website at JustRPG.com and follow us on Twitter at JustRPG. Enjoy.
So let's move on to the next topic.
right.
What do you think about love interests in role-playing games? What's your opinion on that?
I love them.
Of course, we have the girl opinion.
Hey, that is rude and super sexist. You're rude.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
All right.
It does nothing but help it. I've never played a game where, like, a relationship in a game, like, ruined the whole thing.
All right. I am not a fan. I mean, sometimes it works. But a lot of the times, it's kind of forced. Like, they're just kind of like, all right, well, we have to have one between the main character and somebody. And then it's just kind of, like, thrown in randomly. But sometimes it's the focus.
Give me an example.
Oh, don't put me on the spot.
I'm putting you on the spot because I don't believe you.
All right, come back. Let me think about it.
I can give you an example of one that feels like it's, like, forced. Was like Tales of Xillia.
Okay.
Didn't play it.
The first and second one, you have the main character, Jude Mathis, who's a doctor, and his like childhood friend. Throughout the entire story, you can like tell she has like this big crush on him, and I feel like everyone is aware of it except Jude himself.
I hate that.
I know, and it's like
it's so cliche, and
it is. And Jude, he's really close with the other main protagonist. Spoiler alert. Mila Maxwell. We share the same last name.
Are you in love with her?
No, I'm not. I think she's cool though because she has a last name. But yeah, throughout the entire story, it's just kind of like forced there in the back, and even during the second one, you take the role of another character, and it maintains Jude. Like you don't have the second protagonist in the second game doesn't have like a love interest, but it's still there between like Jude and it wasn't like terrible, but I definitely it feels forced. But
you could choose main characters in Zelda, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. I remember who she was. I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, same. It was good. I think it was well designed too.
Yeah, but again, was that love interest necessary to the game? You know,
I think it's got pros and cons. I mean, you definitely have like in the back of your mind, like always, you're curious, like, oh, is Jude gonna get with Mila? You know, is he gonna get with his childhood friend, or is he just gonna like keep chilling, become a doctor? Which is spoiler alert, what ends up happening.
Oh, so he doesn't even have to have a love interest.
Doesn't, but you do have choices in the game where you can interact with people. The second one, because I hate saying it's one game. Tales of Xillia 1 and 2, it's just one long game. Mm-hmm. And in the second one, obviously there's a ton of new mechanics, but you have like a choice, like people ask questions and you have like choices to make, and it improves relationships between different characters and stuff, and it's interesting how they do it. There's different endings, stuff like that.
I can think of a game where it worked very well, and it's because it was not forced. And that would be the most recent Fire Emblem games for 3DS, Fates and Conquest. Basically, like, every time they have, like, combo attacks in-game. So, like, if you have a character next to them, and then you attack the other character next to you, will kind of jump in. You know, I'm sure you could imagine, from a tactics game standpoint, how that could work. But every time you do that, your relationship meter goes up with the character. You can also do stuff out of combat. Like you can choose to talk to them, and you can basically like invite one person to chat with you like after every mission, and that will increase the relationship further. So you basically are expected to kind of pick another character and continuously like try to increase that relationship, and then when it maxes out, you get the option if you want to basically like marry that character, and if you do, you get a new character that's your offspring. So you can now use them in battle. So I thought it was done super well in that game. Like there were choices where where I could have picked a more like min-maxed character to choose, and I didn't because I just like fancied the other character. And for some reason, I thought it worked really well in that game. And it's because they didn't force it. It was all choice. I could have picked anyone.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you can pick your sister in that game if you really wanted to. So you could really go crazy.
It's like almost like Harvest Moon. The way
Yeah.
That's great. I like Harvest Moon. That adds to it. You can have a child.
Yeah, and you could also in Fire Emblem. I think that when they let you choose, I think it's more fun.
Yeah, even going back on it, I remember in the Nintendo 64 Harvest Moon, you could befriend everybody in the village, and you had to. Every single character in there was worth befriending for a certain reason, because each of them had like one rare item you could get, or a gift to give to somebody, or they'd invite you to their wedding, or cause like a side event, or they'd help you get, more benefits for like certain contests and stuff for your dog. And it was always interesting to me because they don't tell you that in the game,
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you're like talking to the mailman every day, give him a gift every day. All of a sudden he's stopping by your house, giving him like treats for your dog that's going to improve the next race and all these kinds of things.
Again, I think it's cool when you kind of have to decide on your own. When it's just like, I think the problem is when you have a character that you as a player don't like, and then your main character is, gets into a relationship with that character. You don't like that, so like it kind of ruins it for you. I guess in some instances you do like it, but so for some people and others you really don't, and maybe that kills it. I'm not sure.
Ooh, all right. I have an example of a character I did not like. Oops, hold on. I'm sorry.
Is it Dragon Age Inquisition?
No, it's actually not.
Shots fired.
Rude again.
Dragon Age Origin.
It's not.
I don't know, I'm just kidding.
I imagine that Vicky only plays Dragon Age.
I mean, I did for a very long time. That was like my game of choice. No, I was talking about Until Dawn, which I guess technically is an RPG. It's horror.
I'm not familiar with that one. What is that?
Until Dawn is I think it's a PlayStation 4 only game.
Oh, that's why I'm not familiar.
Yeah, and it's a survival game where you play as the cheerleader from, what's that TV show?
Heroes?
Yes, Heroes.
Really? I just completely guessed.
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you. Rami Malek is in it. He's in Mr. Robot. So pretty much there are characters that you will like and you will not like, and you're dating like I think Hayden Panettiere's character is dating some like really shitty guy, and I hated him throughout the whole thing, and I just wanted him to die. So when I got the chance, I let him die. And there was this other girl who I also really hated, Emily. I tried to let her die a few times. Eventually, she did. I mean, pretty much the goal of the game is to keep everyone alive, but I hated them so much, and I wanted them out of these people's lives. I let them die.
It's similar to Heavy Rain if you played Heavy Rain.
Yep.
We've talked about this before, I think. Yeah.
I liked everyone, though. I mean, I didn't hate them as much as I hated these characters, but, like, I've never hated anyone as much as I hate Emily.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Emily either. That was a good game. That's the first game I bought for PlayStation 4.
Really?
Oh, Until Dawn.
Wow. It was a good game.
It was. It was short.
And, yeah, in my game, everyone died because I can't do QuickTime events.
I'm not a fan of QuickTime events.
I'm so bad. I can't. Nope.
I can picture it.
There's lots of like screaming and like franticness. And like my friends were with me too, so they were screaming in my ear and I got like super scared. So I mean, yeah, that didn't help.
That's funny.
It's a little fun. Yeah, I liked it. It was fun. Alright, so that's a thing where relationships did not work and they kind of like didn't really help the character advance at all in the storyline.
Yeah, I think some developers feel that it's required. You need to throw. I guess we're kind of summing it here, but I feel like you have to throw in some kind of romantic thing. I guess some people look for it, and if it's not there, maybe they feel like something's missing. I don't know, but again, sometimes it just feels forced, and other times it feels well done. So I guess it really depends on the game and the developers, what they intend to do with that.
I guess I only play good games where it is not forced.
I guess so. Dragon Age.